Good morning, everybody. This is Val with This Is How You Do It. And I am back home. And I just want to thank y'all for joining me. And I want to tell you a little about my trip. Um, I went there. I had a glorious time. A glorious time. And if some of y'all remember, now, all of you haven't been with me for a long time. Now, I came on here one day. My heart was full. Um, and I hadn't been knowing Teresa Richardson for a very long time. And she used to pray for people and different things, to send out prayers and stuff like that. And see, I was brought up in the church. I was brought up in a holiness church, and I know where two or three are gathered in his name, that he's in the midst. And sometimes you be so full, you can't, it's not that you can't reach God. It's just that you be so full, you feel like you out there all by yourself, and then you need somebody to stand in the gap sometime. And I personal messaged her, through YouTube, and I asked her to pray for my son and his wife. That's how I put it, and I told her that they had lost one child, and then they had just lost a set of twins, and then but they were not pregnant then when I called her on the phone, not on the phone, but on the, I say call, but called her on the YouTube Messenger. And it feels like we're close because we talk to each other so much on YouTube. We feel like we know each other. That's what all of my subbies, that's the way I feel. But anyway, when I did tell her the situation and asked her to pray, she went before the people, which is you guys, and she told everyone to pray for my son and his wife. She didn't tell what the condition was or whatever. And then I came in later and told about it. But see, when I talked about it before you guys, and I said they deserve a little bit of happiness, because they were struggling. They were struggling in all aspects of their life, even with that one. And they've been together for over 5 years. And I was thinking, like, they deserve a little bit of happiness. And then when I spoke about it, when I did say something about it, I got so full that I was full of tears, and I deleted that video after I let my subscribers see it. And I think I left it up for a day or two, and then I deleted it because there was so much emotion in there. It was so raw. Now, I guess I said that to say this. When you ask God for something and you suffer and you go before him, sometimes he'll give you double for your trouble. Remember I told you that I had another secret to tell y'all? Well, little Valdez told us, because we were all there together, that his wife is pregnant. And she is actually 3 months and 1 week. Last week is 3 months and 2 weeks come Tuesday. So Vincent and that little Valdez will be having a child around about the same age, because she will deliver in August. So they'll be a year at the same time. They'll be growing up together. They'll be first cousins, but they're like twins. So, and I just want to thank you guys and thank the Lord for his blessing, because sometimes you ask for one thing, he give you double for your trouble. And I just want to tell y'all about that. And he told everybody, little Vincent got up and shook his hand and congratulated him. But the reason why my son didn't want to say anything, because he didn't want to rain on his brother's parade. He didn't want to mention that his wife was pregnant, because they was going through a pregnancy and they was going through a delivery. He wanted him to experience the joy of the family coming together just for him and just for his wife. And they kept that to themselves, that they were pregnant too. And I thought that was so sweet of him to put his brother first, even though he was going through something himself. That was some exciting news, and he wanted to tell it, but he didn't want to overshadow or try his brother. Sometimes it just made me think you did something right. You know, I told him I was so proud of him to not overshadow his brother like that. Let him have his moment, his birth, and all of that. They just found out about it Tuesday, but they said she good and pregnant when they saw the ultrasound and everything. I mean, it's not a tadpole; it's an actual baby. It's a full baby. And well, and then I want to say something else to y'all too. You remember when I was up at my son's house and I showed you this camera? I showed you this camera and how it was tore up on me. And when I go ride on the bike, go in Walmart, go in different places like that, and this camera is broken, I hold it to keep it from bouncing open just to take pictures. I hold it like this. And if I let it go, that bounce up and I lose the film. Remember I told y'all about that? And I don't have a phone that I don't have one of those big phones like everybody else have. I don't spend $400-$500 on the phone that I can just click my phone and walk around Walmart or the Dollar Tree and film. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of phone. But the thing that got me about this, about my son saw this. Now my son worked for the state. I raised him. I sent him to college. He went to the military. He's retired from the service. And he's got a college degree. And I raised him, okay? When my son saw this, the next time I went up there, he had a camera for me. Okay. That's a good child. That's I didn't ask for that. That's just something he saw his mama needed and he got it. Okay. The thing that got me about that is that some of the people, when they saw that, they were not happy for me. They were not happy for me. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that. When I was younger, I'm going to tell you something. My husband and I, we struggled and went through a lot of stuff. Whether you be black, whether you be white, whether you be Mexican, whether you be Indian, whether you be from the Ukraine or wherever you're from, whatever your nationality is, I'm like this. If you see somebody just like you and they're doing well, know what I used to say? I said, oh, I'm so glad to see them people in that big old house. I would see a lady going to the mailbox. We'd be driving through the fine neighborhoods. You know what I would say? I'm so glad to see them live there. Because they live there, that means I can live there. One day, we can get there. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you see somebody driving a fine car, you say, wow, I'm so glad to see one of ours with a car like that. One of people like me, a black person, in a nice house. It's so nice to see a black person with a nice car, a Jaguar, Mercedes, or a BMW. Oh, they look nice and they look good in it. Or with a motorcycle. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank the Lord. Because if that's just showing that there is progress in America. Or they got $100,000 house, $200,000, $500,000 house. I'm so glad to see there's black people living in that neighborhood. And I will rejoice for them. And the thing that got me about that, it's people right here on YouTube that are subscribed to me. Come rejoice with me over a camera. A battery operated. I got to buy 4 batteries every few months just to keep it running. And they come rejoice with me over that. the same people that see me when somebody send me some love mail. They don't like that. But see, people don't know the dues that you done paid. People don't know when you didn't have nothing and you saw somebody else with something and you said, congratulations. That's beautiful. I'm glad for you. And when you do that, you might not reap it right then when you're young. It may come later on in life because I didn't reap that stuff when I was young. I struggle with my kids to get them from point A to point B, to get them to make them study in school so they can go to college. Going up there to the meetings, going up there when the teachers was saying my children couldn't learn this, and I said, if they so bad and they can learn, and you got them in the hallway, why are they still making C's? That mean they learning without you teaching them. That mean they ain't as dumb as you say they are. And that's that same child that they had standing in the hallway and wouldn't let him sit in class, but yet he was still passing their classes. Got on honor roll when he went to high school because he said, Mama, Tonya walked across the stage, I want to do that. Went to college, went to the military, fought in the war, 2 tours, came back. He's a veteran and got a state job. And he have thanked me many a times on the way I raised him. And because my son showed me a little appreciation and buy me a camera, some of y'all don't even like that. Some of y'all don't even like that. That is so sad. That is so sad. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Because you won't have nothing long as you begrudge other people of having little things. Little things. I don't show you my whole life. I show you clips of my life. Clips of my life. It may seem like you know all of my ins and outs, everything about me, but you don't. You don't. Little 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. That is not my entire life. I have cried many a nights over many a things. And I have smiled. And when I rejoice, I hang on to that. Because I remember a time when I didn't have that. When I didn't think I can obtain that. When I thought we would always suffer. Leave this world suffering. Whatever you're going through, I'm sorry. I wish all the best for you. I wish you find a little bit of happiness and a little bit of joy in your life, that you would not begrudge other people of a little happiness. But you know what? I still have joy. Just by you not liking that didn't take no joy from me. That's the pitiful part about it. Just because you don't like something, don't steal the joy from the person that has. It just leave you in a miserable place. I still have joy. I still have joy. And this is Val. But this is how you do it. Y'all be good to each other. Rejoice with one another. Build each other up. Be the people you pretend you are. This is Val with This Is How You Do It. I'm back, and I'm glad to be home.